Hey everybody, it's Casual Boobs coming at you with another video, and today we're going to do Advent Calendar Day 17. It's the Tier 8 German heavy tank, the E75 TS. Do I think this is a good tank? Yes. Do I think you should buy this tank? If you are a very new player, maybe not, but if you are an experienced player or intermediate player, I think yes, and I'll go into further detail now. By the way, it's not a deal. This is just full price plus the price of a garage slot. So, but this is not commonly for sale either, so that's, I don't know, if you want it, yeah, there it is. Okay, this is I guess in short, this thing plays kind of like a cross between a heavy tank and a medium tank, so it's pretty fast for a medium tank, and the gun's not quite as accurate if you compare it to like the Lowe, the other tier 8 German heavy tank, but yeah, it's so like and it doesn't have quite as good of armor, but it is good enough armor. I mean, when you're top tier against tier 7s and other 8s and 6s and stuff, then the armor definitely works. But if you're you know, obviously against tier 10s, then the armor doesn't work. I'll just compare it here real quick to the Lowe, make it easier to see what I'm saying. So you definitely get better DPM. This is on par. I mean, the Lowe has low DPM, so I would say this is better, but this is on par with average. This is fine, right? And 360 alpha is better than the Lowe's, you know, 320, but at the same time, it's not quite like a lot of heavy tanks at tier 8 are hitting for, you know, 390, 440, some even hit for 490 if you're that other, you know, the VK 75. So like, this is like slightly on the low side. I just wanted to say that. Let me see here. So like the gist here, obviously you don't get 10 degrees of gun depression. The gun stats are fine. Like, it feels a little bit on the derpy side, but like it has to have something to balance it out. Otherwise, you know, it would just be broken. But this is where the thing really shines, right? You get some turret armor, but you mostly, why you play this tank is because it moves almost exactly as fast as a 274A. The Object 274A, the new medium tank that came out, I think that's a slow medium tank, and it moves the same speed as this, which I think is a fast heavy tank. So like, your ability to get around the map is substantially improved compared to other slower heavy tanks like the Lowe is going to have a tougher time, right? The difference between 35 and 45 is substantial. The difference between 11 power to weight and 16 is substantial. Like, it is for a heavy tank fast. In like armor wise, like I said, this is just it shooting itself. Like, you know, the armor can, like, it's not made of cheese. The hull is not awesome, but if you do the angling thing and whatever, you can play some games. But like, the turret can work, right? Obviously, if you're not hitting straight on or whatever, like, it's not good everywhere and stuff. But like, the armor can, like, is not, you're giving up some, but you're not giving up that much, right? So you can still play the heavy tank role when you're top tier and when you are required to, but when you're bottom tier against tier 10s and you don't really want to go face off against that IS-7 or whatever, because this thing has the mobility, you can play more of a medium tank role and I think have a bit of a better impact on the game. So the trouble there is, like, a new player, you might not know the difference, right? When to do one thing versus when to do the other thing. So I think if you're very, very new to the game, the Lowe is the one to get because it's much more forgiving, it's much more consistent, it's much more accurate, and so on. It's a little bit, it's like basic, right? But good, right? And this is a little more. This is like heavy tank level 2, right? So it's not as strong. Like, if you're playing traditional heavy roles, this can be a little bit weaker in a lot of ways, but because it's flexible with the speed, it allows you to do a lot more things in games that aren't quite as favorable like that. So if you know what you're doing, then I'd say yeah. Or if you want to give it a try, you know, maybe you generally don't like heavies because they're too slow, then maybe give this a shot. I think this might be a good time, good pick for you. So anyways, that's the tank, and thanks. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, bye.